I think that a healthy way to approach long-term growth in our world and our personal lives is to love on both sides of it. The knowing of self-improvement and constant growth, as well as celebration of exactly where we are. Both together really give you this balanced sense of always taking the next step, leading with that curiosity, all right? And that's a lot of what helps you stay curious, is knowing there's always ways you can do it a little differently next time, all right? So let's get into your life experiment, which I think you know the flavor. Your life experiment this week, your question for this week is I want you to think about some way in which you could celebrate yourself. Something this week is going to happen in which you're going to critique yourself. I'm going to invite you to see how it feels for you to understand that you can improve and do that thing better. And I want you to insert some sort of celebration. That's your challenge this week. And I have a bonus challenge for you. The next compliment that you receive from someone, I challenge you to fully accept it, fully appreciate it, thank the other person for it, let it sink in, and do not deflect or send back any critique of yourself to that person. I want you to accept the compliment, all right? Now, I know I said earlier that I talked about it depends on where your pendulum swings. I am 99% sure the majority of you listening to this podcast have pendulums that swing over into the self-critique area. So if this doesn't apply to you, totally fine. I applaud you for being able to celebrate yourself. Unfortunately, I think a lot of us struggle with accepting compliments and struggle with celebrating ourselves. And like me, have a pendulum that likes to hang out over in critique land. Our inner critics are nice and loud. If this is not an issue for you, one way you could tweak the life experiment is to see ways in which when you celebrate yourself for doing something, while you're doing that, see if you can involve some sort of self-improvement, ways in which you want to take next steps next time. I think that balance keeps you living in a state of curiosity to see what's next and will help you continue to be limitless in where you're going. This entire podcast is summed up in my song, I See You, which is on my album, I Am. I'm going to play a little snippet for you right here. Let me read some of the lyrics first.